again, thinking about the story and the sound, what's your communication like with the rest of the kind of post-production department? And do you have any kind of, let's just keep using the example of cars. Do you have a kind of character for the car, or how is that kind of communicated in terms of, uh, I'm trying to just get aside from he's doing a skid here to kind of how you add your own kind of flavor to that.
Um, I never really thought about. I mean, I guess I think about character when we're preparing the shoot and we're giving the driver instructions. Um, but on when you're actually doing the recording, you have to factor in the location, safety, um, and what the car can physically do um, within your budget constraints. Like if you're working with a stunt driver on a car that doesn't matter, that's going to go to the scrap heap, then you can do a crazy move and take a chance, within the confines of safety. But if you've rented a car from, a famous rental car place like Hertz or whatever, uh, you can't exactly, if you destroy that car, you're going to be paying for it. And so you have to balance like how far you can push the car without getting a $5,000 or $10,000 bill to repair the car. So um, quite often what you'll do is you push it as far as you can safely without endangering the rental. But after that certain point, you can't go any further. And what the sound editor will do is they'll use sweeteners. So just be aware of how far you can push that car without endangering it. You know, if it's an old beater and the guy doesn't care, that's why working with mechanics is great. If you pay them enough, they'll push the car to the limit. Uh, but then again, they're not going to destroy a $4,000 car to make $2,000 or $1,000 that you're paying them.
Yeah, no, definitely. And then in terms of the sweeteners that are added as well, uh, are you recording those effects as well, or again, are they already stuff that you already have, or
Yeah,
how?
the way I work is when a client comes to me um, and hires me, I'll say that this is our deal. I'll say, okay, you're paying for me to record this car. It's X amount of dollars. I'm going to record more than that car. Like, I'm going to have two or three assistants, myself record the car. You'll get tons of coverage. Then I'm going to master the recording so that your editors are cutting with ready sounds ready to go. They're not going to be wasting their time cleaning them up or looking for stuff. They're done. And that's far more labor than what the recording time is. Um, then thirdly, I'm going to give them anything I have from my library to help them with their show. So in exchange, I get I own the end recording, and and you know, so I end up owning it so I can use it in the future. So that's how I work with my clients. They get far more bang for their buck. They get taken care of very well, and they're not in the sound effects publishing business, so it doesn't affect them adversely that I'm going to use the recordings in the future.